Welcome to Draw With Me Kids Edition, episode 68, Moon and Space Creatures.
Yay! Yesterday was the 52nd anniversary of the moon landing, Apollo 11, and moonwalk. Plus we have lots of people exploring space or going up into space right now, and a movie may have come out that there's a few people interested in called Space Jam: A New Legacy. So we're going to try and cover a bunch of that today in Draw With Me Kids, including creating our own moon creatures and my favorite alien cartoon character, Marvin the Martian. So grab your pens, pencils, paper, and let's go. So last week we did a really kind of weird one because it was Strawberry Shortcake Week and Snake Week. Hello! We drew our own combination of snakes and strawberries. And this is Miss Rainbow's rendition of that because, well, if you've ever watched an episode with us, you probably know she loves Among Us. So she drew an Among Us strawberry snake character. It was a very long snake tail and strawberry hands. I love those strawberry hands. And she also showed everybody about the calyx of the strawberry, which is the little leaf part center.
I spelt it wrong. Instead of an I, it's actually a Y.
That's right. It should be C-A-L-Y-X, calyx. And then she did her own snake. And this is my strawberry snake. So you can see the strawberry pattern that we talked about, and I used the calyx or the leaves as part of a ruffle on his neck. So this is what we did last week. Your classic alien. What do you start with?
Before I start, I'm going to give you guys some trivia to answer.
Oh, you're going to start with trivia? Okay. Fair enough. What's your trivia?
What happens during a solar eclipse? A. The moon rocks light up around the dark side, but all we can see are this edges. Or that was A? I thought I always think I say B.
That's okay.
B. The moon moves in front of the sun, making it seem like the moon lights up. C. Alien fireflies wake up from a big long nap. Or D. The moon civilization holds a festival.
I love all of those. So what is a solar eclipse? Is that what you said? What happens during a solar eclipse? The moon rocks light
up around the dark side. But all we can see are the edges.
Yep.
The moon moves in front of the sun, making it seem like the moon lights up. Alien fireflies wake up from a big long nap. Or the moon civilization holds a festival. So
let's start off with your aliens here.
I'm going to draw a circle as the head.
This is your... Oh, I'm going to draw it in pink. Sure, let's do it. Normally I have my dark marker. Let's do pink. I look like I match your Strawberry Snake Among Us character.
Yeah.
Yay!
I tried to make my Among Us character rose color. Anyway, on coral. Anyway.
Holds a festival. The moon civilization holds a festival. I like that. I also liked that answer too. If you've seen is it called To the Moon? Which is on Netflix. It's a good movie.
So, next.
But no, it's not the Moon Festival, sadly.
You're gonna draw two circles very lightly.
In the middle?
And the sides. Side.
That sort of center of that circle?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you got as the eyes. Then you can kind of see on whatever side you want. But I'm going to do kind of pointing that way. If you can see my pencil. And that way. Like the classic alien, little semicircles. And then you can draw...
I see, so you can make them...
around the edge, so you can make their eyes not quite circle.
More like an almond.
You don't have to.
You don't have to. Okay, that's fair.
Then, if you want, you can add two little circles to make it look like the eyes are shiny. And then you can color in the eyes or leave them blank, your choice. Depending on.
Which is funny because this will lead really well into, actually we'll do Marvin first, and then I'll create my own space creature as something fun and calm to do afterwards. Because this is very similar to how you would draw Marvin. Carry on. Carry on.
Then.
And mine looks a little stressed, like he had too much earth coffee or something. He's like, woo!
If you put a little line.
Yep.
I don't know if you could see, but I have a small little line.
Yep.
And then I do that is like the top of a downwards facing semicircle.
Oh, now he's a happy alien. Cool. And then what?
Then, if you want, you can put another little like mini semicircle in there, except without the line. And then put a little mini line through the middle, like that.
Is that the tongue? Like mine's so small,
tongue.
it just basically filled it in. That's okay. Cool. Now what do you do? Is that it? That's all?
Next,
I think he's amazing.
I'm doing the body, Mommy.
You're doing the whole body?
Next, if you do two lines.
I like to make a pointy chin on my alien, so just add a little round. Okay.
And you can customize it however you like.
Well, that's part of our show, right? That's part of what we do.
Yeah.
Our art jam.
You can put two little lines.
Yep.
For the neck. Then.
Before you get totally into the body, what is the answer to the solar eclipse?
The moon moves in front of the sun, making it seem like the moon lights up, which is B.
Yep. So what happens is, if you can imagine like a bright light, then the moon literally comes in between the earth and the sun and blocks out. Don't look at the sun during a solar eclipse because it's still got your powerful ultraviolet rays and could harm your retinas. So there's special ways to look at it. But so the moon basically moves into position so it looks like it's completely blocking the sun. Not all the time. Sometimes you get mini ones. Cool.
Here's the next.
Like that. Good question, Sophia. These are all researched and written by Miss Rainbows here.
True or false? It is currently possible to reach the edge of the universe.
It's currently possible to reach the edge of the universe. Is that true or false? Could you find the edge of the universe? Could you travel to the edge of the universe? Doesn't matter how long it's going to take you to get there. Could you do it? Could you do it? All right, now show us the body while people are thinking about true and false questions here. Answers.
You do your little neck.
I got my neck.
And then you can draw kind of like a kind of curved line down on both sides for the arms. My guy's just going to have his arms down.
Okay.
Like in
so
a
shoulders, kind of like that, and then curved arms down.
Then wherever you want to stop.
No, you can't. Someone says no. No. That's your dad. Your dad says no.
I made two little dots here. I don't know if you guys could see, but I made two dots.
I'll do two lines just so it looks...
Yeah. No, because I'm going to extend it. That's just where I'm going to start my lines.
Those are where she's going to start her lines. So she's made two markers, plot markers. Sorry, I went ahead.
So I'm going to start...
I just go for the lines.
I might put them a little bit closer towards the arm.
And give him his little nose, too.
And then I'm...
Start decorating. Carry on.
I'm going up.
I feel like I've done a proportion, probably.
Then from about here, about where your line here ends, at the top.
Oh, okay. There's your...
You can go down. Then it's up to you if you want like human-like hands or like 4 fingers or whatever you want.
You could do claws if you wanted to.
Yeah.
This is your own alien creation.
I'm gonna do...
You cannot find the end of the universe. Well, you might as well tell the answer then. Can you find the end of the universe?
No.
Why?
False. The universe is infinitely expanding, meaning the fastest spacecraft can't reach its edge.
I'm going to do Zoidberg claws. I'm going to do lobster claws almost on mine. That's what mine's going to have. I just feel like making clawed hands. They almost look like hands. You're making a noob mover ship. Uh-oh. I
Oh,
can't
no.
wait to see that. We're talking Minecraft a little bit here in the comments. It's a game that Miss Rainbows and Mr. J and E, Mr. J and Mr. E like to play.
Then you can.
I don't know if anybody knew that, watching how much time we talk about Minecraft and Among Us. Oh, and yours is gonna have,
You
okay.
can put like a little upside down V. Just about at the end of where you want your body to be.
I made mine a snake guy.
You can make the snake however you want. Then
Because I ran out of space, I didn't realize. That's okay.
then
That's what I love doing these work.
then you can either go further or make him super tiny legs. But you just follow kind of like the beginning of the arms.
Yeah, so Miss Rainbows is doing legs like this.
I'm gonna make him look really weird and cool, like he's got feet as two snake tentacles.
And she's doing sort of snake tentacle
tails.
feet like this. Not perfectly like that, but in case you're having trouble seeing, I think you can see better now because the sun isn't shining in. We'll have to fix that in just a minute. Yeah, did you know that in order to get to the edge of our solar system, this isn't a trivia question, this is just
There's something about
facts.
the solar system, but it's not reaching the edge.
Thank goodness. It's not about reaching, I'm not going to spoil it. No spoilers.
Because it's
Okay. No spoilers, but our solar system, in order to get,
this will also help give you an idea of maybe
maybe help you answer the next
trivia,
one.
but
In order to get the edge of our solar system, and not just at the end of our planets, it would take several thousand years. How much was it? 30,000 years to get
Yeah.
to the edge of the zone where all the comets come from. That's sort of this space debris zone that surrounds our solar system.
it was called the Oort cloud.
The Oort cloud. Thank you. I'm glad you remembered that. Sophia loves space.
All right.
And
Do you want me to give the next question?
well, I was also going to mention that Voyager 1, which was sent out to explore out to the edge of our universe, right? Or not universe, our solar system, at the last planet and beyond, was launched, is about as old as I am. Actually, it is kind of as old as I am. And it went out to didn't even get to Pluto until 2012. It launched in 1977. So that's got to tell you, it's been out there 43 years. You're going to make a new planet too? See, this is what we're talking about. This is cool.
Then should I work on Noob Aliens?
Noob aliens. You can make noob aliens for your final picture. So you're going to deck this guy out with some stuff. You've got one more question, and I'm going to go into my favorite alien. I'm picking the wrong... That's my color palette now. I've got everything new set up, and it's kind of driving me nuts. I'm learning. It's kind of fun. I'm learning. So,
next question.
yeah, let's hit the next question. Let's hit everybody up with the next question.
How many stars are there in our galaxy, the Milky Way?
That's a very good question.
A, 50 to 70 billion. I'm talking both numbers are billions. Just
By the way, yes on the new aliens.
yeah.
So how many stars are there in our galaxy, the Milky
A,
Way galaxy?
50 billion to 70 billion. B, 100 billion to 400 billion.
We're talking billions?
C, 400 billion to 500 billion. D, 500 billion to 700 billion. Or E, way more.
E, way more! I don't know if that's accurate. I don't know the answer to these questions, guys. We're guessing the same time.
Mommy, I told you earlier.
Oh, yeah. She did tell me earlier. So it's not E, but I'm still saying E. I helped eliminate one of those for you. How many billions upon billions of stars have we calculated are in the Milky Way galaxy? 50 to 70 billion, 100 to 400 billion, 400 to 500 billion, or 500 to 700 billion. And I said way more, and way more is not correct. It is not E. I was incorrect.
I will work
but
on
I loved it.
I will work on the New Bailey's. What do I do? I'm gonna make a picture
You gonna make a picture?
of the New Aliens. What do we do?
Okay, so you are gonna make a picture of the new aliens. What I'm gonna do is, because it's space related, D, 500 to 700 billion. I'm with you, man. I'm with you. I agree. We're gonna do my favorite cartoon alien. One of my favorite cartoon aliens. I've got a bunch because I love sci-fi and sci-fi cartoons. But I'm going to do Marvin the Martian from Space Jam. And I have not seen the new movie, and he is not the referee this time around, as I understand. Somebody else can correct me if they've seen the movie, but not a spoiler. As far as I know, he says not a spoiler. Yeah, I don't know if he's I don't think that he could actually I don't think he could actually, in this case, be the referee, because he's not representative of both Alien and Toon. So I think this time around he would have to play, if I'm not mistaken. So, how do you draw Marvin? Oh, you watched it on Saturday. Was it good? Thumbs up? 2 thumbs up? 1 thumb up? Yeah. I don't know. What's your recommendation? So what we're going to do is start off with our Marvin. And we've got to leave some room here. There's a big old circle.
Sorry if you guys can't see me. Gotta get really close up to be able to do the hair.
She's right into her own alien, so she will not be joining us. Oh, you're watching it next Saturday. Okay. Well, you'll have to let us know. You'll have to let us know. And you'll have to let me know if Marvin is or is not going to be the referee this time around. I don't think he will be. Which makes me a little sad. He is in it, though. It's just all of the toys and stuff that I've seen of him. He's actually wearing a jersey, so would indicate that he might be part of the Toon Squad. So, round circle. And he wears a helmet, which is very reminiscent of a Gladiator helmet. And I've done Marvin before because I'm a huge Ottawa Senators fan. And back in the day, so we're just going to use almost at the halfway mark, curved line to go across that circle. Back in the day, our goalie was a huge fan of Marvin as well, so he had him on his helmet. And I drew a picture of it for him. Well, not the helmet, but I was cheering. I made a big sign that had Marvin on it because he's one of my favorites. We're going to sort of make it a wedge, like a triangle. And then we're going to draw a circle right where that meets the edge. And a rectangle here that curves back. And a straight line, just like so. I won't go super fast because I could do this super fast. I just don't want you guys to get lost on it. And you might see the other side, just a little peak of a triangle on the other side, just like that. And you want the head part, so imagine that circle just a little bigger, just like that. So now you got Marvin's helmet. I'm gonna have to move him slightly because I put him too close to the top of the page. I got excited. And Marvin has a broom. Looks like a broom, sort of broom brush on his top of his hat, like a Roman centurion. Except usually that's like a feathers or it's bristles of another type. But I think part of the joke of Marvin is that he's got a he's got a broom on the top of his hat. And his broom sort of follows a bit like that. So you want to do a rectangle, but you want to give it a little bit of a rhombus shape. So it's a little angle there and a little longer angle there.
A rhombus is a diamond, by the way.
Yes, a rhombus is a diamond. Thank you. Sophia making sure I keep the vocabulary real and relatable, which is good, since we're sort of looking at him from here. And this part of him animates a bit with him, so it kind of curves with his head, but I'm making it a little flatter for ease. And you just extend those corners up a little bit like that. So yeah, so I know you haven't seen it, but when you do, let us know. Let us know if it was good or not. Maybe you'll join us next week and you can say, yeah, totally rocked it. Marvin. So next thing we want to do for Marvin is give him his body. We'll get to his eyes, which are famous. He has a skinny little neck. And most Looney Tune characters are developed using a particular shape that we used here on Draw With Me Kids when we did figures, which is the kidney bean. And his is a very interesting shaped kidney bean. He's very skinny, so it would be a very skinny kidney bean, just like that. So most Looney Tune, Bugs Bunny, Tweety Bird, even Sylvester has as their main body this kidney bean shaped, which is just basically doing something like that. And depending on the character, like Bugs, who's always carries himself a certain way with attitude, depends on how much of a sort of rear end you give him. Marvin is very stuck up straight. He has his rules, he's got his regulations. You don't mess with them. And that's why his bean is a little bit straighter and not as accentuated. Go figure. And then he has very long arms. So 2 straight lines. And then his legs are also very long. Oh man, I tilted this cat. Tilted him, he's on tilt. Marvin's on tilt, he usually is. He's usually trying to be very polite and then he's threatening to blow up the planet. Okay. So we got the main part of Marvin started. His hands. How am I going to recommend how to do these hands? Because Looney Tunes' hands are kind of hard. It's fine. We'll do 2 ovals because that's the cuff of the mitt. And depending on how you want to have his hand held, maybe you just want it out and relaxed. Maybe you want to have him holding it in a fist. I'll just start with a circle as the main palm. Flatten a bit. And that's where you get to decide what you want to do with his fingers. You have his fingers out, and you're just sort of cylinders sticking out of his hand. And he only has, how many fingers? Unofficial trivia. He only has 3 fingers, like most Looney Tune humanesque characters. Most tunes have 3 fingers. Why? I don't know. And then his thumb. I kind of made those hands weird. Sorry, guys. Got a little carried away with that one being too big. There's my circle. And then we'll just sort of, he's got his hand curled up because he's thinking about maybe he's going to reach for his laser beam, I guess. That's what we'll do for that hand. So he has fairly big hands. But he also has huge feet. So start out small and then put a really big semicircle open like that. And then a straight line right back to connect to his ankle. That is how big Marvin's feet are. I do a bit of an angle here, same kind of thing And you get Marvin's super huge feet. Now, Marvin also has, let's try and draw a circle around his body, and that will be the Centurion skirt that he has. And then draw straight lines back like that. Sound effects optional. In my world, they happen all the time. That's me drawing. So there we go. And then you just have to put his Toon Squad shirt on. And whether you want to put a basketball on him, he has a little stripe down the middle of his shoes. You can give him basketball shoes, because I think he sort of has a emblem there. He's got the split jersey, blue and orange, for Space Jam 2. He's the ref in the first one, referee in the first one, so his skirt was actually black and white, but it's actually green. And last but not least, the most famous part of Marvin is his eyes. And they're just... I'm going to make him angry at Marvin, but we'll start with 2 semicircles that have a little tiny gap between them, just a tiny gap. So since I'm drawing it this way, I'm gonna, and filling in the rest of him. And in this case, I'm gonna give him angry eyes, because Marvin is usually angry. And then you just color this in, because his head is just a black void. The idea is you can't really see into his helmet. I don't know if he's ever taken his helmet off. Sophie doesn't know, because she hasn't seen it, right?
Can we watch some after?
Yeah, we could totally watch some Looney Tunes, of course. So, Marvin the Martian. If you want to draw a basketball with him, I'm going to clean up those lines and make them a little bit easier. Maybe he's dribbling the basketball, I don't know. You just do a circle. I think the basketball would be about the size of Marvin's head. So you can judge it that way. And then when you're doing a basketball, you can do a center line like that, and then lines that curve off. And that gives you your basketball. So 1 center line down, 1 following the curve of the basketball, and then 2 following away, sort of like going back around. And that'll give you your basketball. And there's my favorite Looney Tune, Marvin the Martian. And Pink Alien Dude, who is, we'll go over here, maybe they're friends. Maybe they've both discovered the moon and have decided to do an improvisational basketball game. I don't know. Can you imagine that? That'd be kind of fun, wouldn't it? So one of the cool things I find about Marvin, if you're drawing him, use your eraser if you drew him in pencil. If you're using white paint and black paint and things like that, you can go back in using whiteout or white paint or anything, and you can start drawing like that. What they do, oops, that's not, I don't want to go. They tend to make the details of his facial features, so if he's thinking, you might have white frustration marks on him, and that gives him his facial expression in the black of his head. There you go. How is your picture coming? I want to see. Miss Rainbows has been so quiet today.
I'm just really into the drawing.
She's like right in there. I'm going to take Marvin and clean him up a bit. I'm going to show you what I would do. So this is just the basic of how to draw Marvin. What I would do if I were to take this to be, I don't know, a finished picture that I wanted to do. I would pick a bright color.
I just want a little...
And use it as my trace. Holy cow! What is that? That's so cool. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. There. Is this your noob alien?
Yes.
This is what you would think noob would look like as an alien?
Yeah.
This is cool. I love, like, third eye and...
No, it's a cherry.
It's a
symbol.
cherry symbol.
It's a glowing cherry symbol.
It's the cherry of power.
And then I have a little cherry, glowing cherry antenna.
For anybody that doesn't play this game with Mr. E and Mr. J and Miss Rainbow's here,
It's got
cherries
laser
or
shoes.
cherries have a very significant spot in their play world, so they're very, 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 very important. So that's why it's the cherry of power, the cherry of power.
I imagine that that the new aliens have technology, have advanced technology. So my alien noob is wearing hover laser shoes.
Oh, but this is interesting. I just noticed something about my Photoshop. That's fine.
Hover laser shoes.
I learned something new. I'm drawing noob chasing after a legendary space cherries.
I love it.
You guys.
We gotta send each other pictures.
You guys know how to get in touch with one another. If you don't know how to get in touch with us, drop us a note and direct message to Sam I Art with your pictures if you want us to share our next video with what you've drawn. And we will, because we like to. We like to share pictures.
Jay, even if you're not gonna, if you don't want to show it on the video, I'm gonna have to see this on Messenger Kids. I'm gonna have to see this. We could share each other the pictures of our alien. Of our
Deal.
stuff.
Pictures on it. So this is how I would do if I were to make this when I'm working on cartoons for clients and stuff, because I actually do cartoons and drawings for people. Maybe not Marvin, because Marvin's not my character. But I actually do pictures for other people, and this is what I would do. I would take my sketch of my first step, which I showed you guys. Man, I'd also fumble finger my pen, apparently. I can't quite get my pen to stop telling me what mode it's in. And then,
Jay, I will also show you. I might have to do this off camera, but I will make an orchard on the new planet. Because I just had that idea, and I'm thinking about what it might look like.
Oh no. Guys, this is the power of imagination at work right now, alive. I love it. I love it.
And I've just added in a little bow on the front.
You tell me when your new picture's almost done.
I'm pretty much done now.
Okay.
So I will do the new orchard off camera.
You do that off camera?
Yeah.
Ah, I'm gripping my pen too tight.
I don't think we even revealed the answer to our last trivia question.
Oh my gosh, the stars in the universe.
There
is not E. I'm glad you said that.
It's not.
So let's remind everybody what question we actually asked so that they're not like 10 minutes ago.
How many stars are there in our galaxy, the Milky Way galaxy? The answer is B, 100 to 400 billion stars.
Now, I don't know if somebody's gone out there and counted all of them, but that is what the estimate is. The new planet looks like Mars, but has a giant dirt tower. Yeah, making it like a cherry. Oh my goodness, and a ring. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. This sounds like fun.
It's a giant noob tube. We may have to build this in Minecraft.
I think that your weekend indoor activities are planned.
Heh.
So when I'm drawing pictures for people, this is how I do it. I draw a sketch first and then I go over it again to make it neater.
Thanks for watching Joel of My Kids Edition, episode 68, Space Moon Creatures!
Yay!
If you enjoyed, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the notifications bell, and share the video with all your friends. That way, nobody ever misses Joel of My Kids Edition ever again!
That would be so much fun. Thanks so much for drawing with us this time around, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye!